The title of this module is Sentence Combining. Good writing flows together smoothly and easily. The goal of combining sentences is not to create long sentences, but compelling sentences that our readers are interested in. This lesson will focus on helping our students change short, choppy sentences into a longer, more effective sentence. The teacher will use a previously read mentor text as well as an example from their own writing to provide relevant and essential editing models. We'll also employ the think aloud technique, in which the teacher explicitly articulates why they are doing what they're doing during the editing process. The length of this support lesson is 15 minutes, and it's going to assume that your students have knowledge of simple sentence structure and also the ability to write several short basic sentences. Materials needed include a mentor text excerpt, a teacher-created writing example, sentence pair cards, whiteboards, dry erase markers, and chart paper. On this slide, you'll see examples of sentence cards. You can adjust the sentence cards to meet the needs of your students. Include topics your class is studying, snippets from previously read mentor texts, or you might choose to use examples from the student's own writing in your classroom. The instructional sequence will take around 7 minutes. You'll start by reading a mentor text, showcasing the flow of good writing. Next, read the same section of mentor text, but alter the passage to make it short and choppy. Engage the students in discussion as to which passage sounded better. Make sure they can visually see both passages side by side so they can notice the differences in wording combinations and punctuation. On this slide, you'll see examples from the mentor text, The Hating Book. On the left is the author example, and on the right is my altered example. We'll move next into the teacher modeling portion. You'll take out a piece of writing of your own to use as an example. Read the piece aloud and make sure that you have it written out on chart paper for a visual for the students. Thinking aloud, look for sentences that you could combine to make the piece flow better. Demonstrate for the students how you would rewrite that portion. Read aloud again to make sure it sounds right. It's key that the students hear your thinking throughout this editing process, so they can then employ the same technique while they're using their editing skills. The discussion is key to comprehending this skill. While you are modeling and thinking and writing combined sentences in the piece, make sure that you're utilizing the editing method that you would want them to employ when using their own writer's notebooks or pieces. Also, discuss with the students why you made the decision you did when combining your sentences. Ask them would they have done something different, and if so, have them explain why. We'll move into the active engagement portion, which will take around 5 minutes. You'll have the students work in pairs and pass out sentence cards to them. They will read the sentence cards out loud orally and then work together to combine the two sentences on the whiteboard into one clear, concise, and compelling sentence. Link before they leave. Writers combine sentences to make them more effective. As you go back to your spot, find 2 sentences from one of your pieces that you can combine. Before you release the students, you'll want to give a formative assessment to see if they are understanding of this new strategy. Give students 2 related sentences, very similar to what we did with the sentence cards, and have them combine and write a new sentence on their whiteboard. They can hold up the whiteboard to show you their new sentence, which will give you an understanding if they have a grasp of this skill. There are many additional modifications you can make to this lesson. You can ask students to combine 3 or more sentences if you feel they're ready. You can have the students exchange writers' notebooks in their group so that students can peer edit and look for sentences to combine. You can do follow-up lessons on commas or connecting words. Or if students need more practice, pull them back together the next day, have them exchange sentence cards, and practice some more under your guidance. There are several additional resources available on the lesson template. And also there are many MAISA units that contain sentence editing lessons that could be adapted for small group support. These are the anchor standards covered in this module.